Okay, I'm gonna do my analyzing real quick. I have so many fibs on here because yesterday was a struggle for me. So I came back and back tested some stuff. So I have my regular fib that I have from like the night before or whatever. So then price shot up out of my fib. The top of it was here, and once it shot up out of the fib like that, and it didn't come, I thought it would come like maybe shoot up a little bit and then come down to my level, and it did not do that. Come down to one of these levels and then bounce back up, but it didn't. It just went. So what I did was I put another fib at price open to where price began to pull back. So I put it right here at first because this is the point where it pulled back. So if I would have did this yesterday, it would have given me an opportunity to get in because you see now it came to the point 0.5 and it came to the 0.382, and those are my levels that I use to enter trades from. So if I would have did it at the first pullback, I could have did that, and if I did it at the second pullback, which was there, I could have got in at the 382 here. So and then even if I did it at the third, like kind of pullback, I still could have. Well, I would have not been able to because the third pullback was from off of here. So if I would have used the first, the second, or even this little pullback here, I could have used that to get in, and it was, but I would have used this one because it was a higher point. So that, and then also this one, I did the same thing like I did from this swing point to this first pullback kind of swing point, and it offered another entry here at the 618 to continue up. So I just have to remember ways to adjust and use the fib when it doesn't do what I want it to do from like my initial fib from overnight. And then I also put a fib on the the pullback from this pullback, just the basic, right, just the pullback that eventually I kept on, and then I kept trying to take counter trends, and it wasn't giving me enough movement in the counter trends that I was trying to get in. So it finally met a resistance here. And so then I put a fib from where the resistance started right here to where, the support started here and the resistance here. And then it was a lot of moves in here, but this was after I got off the charts because I got off around 11 because I was so over it. I had lost so many trades. I had lost like 4 trades probably on 4 different accounts. And so I was like down like $700 or something like that on all my accounts. And so I was just like, oh, I'm over this. So I got off. But then it finally met some resistance and started to pull back. And then this would have been good entries to get in here because now you can see it's at the 382 right here, bouncing off this 382. Bouncing off this 618. It's a bunch of little fibs within this though. This is too many. Take that off. Here, yeah. So you see it's bouncing up to 382. It bounced at the 0.5. It came back up to 382. It was bouncing at the 618. So, and it was giving entries. And, but I was off the charts by then because this is like 12 o'clock. This was like 11:45, 12. These is like 1, 2. So, but yeah. I normally don't trade in the afternoons, but sometimes it's okay. Like it's bouncing off the trend line that I use the trend line. It's on the trend line and the 382. But sometimes in the morning you can't find trades. It is okay and good to just wait it out to after 12 o'clock and try to get a trade instead of trying to force trades in the morning. But this was like perfect entry marks, giving you perfect entries. If would have just put like its own little trend line here without it even extending. You didn't have to extend it out. Just mark this little area and wait for it to come to your entry points. Mark this little area, wait for it to come to your entry points. So that's just a example of how you can also use it, which I kind of knew, but I was just trying to stick to my main overall fit. But I see like sometimes when price is just like moving and it's like you trying to figure out how to get in, and especially this is the 1 minute chart. So even if you would have been on that 1 minute chart, or if you use even a lower chart, 15-second chart, whatever you use, it's plenty of entries that will let you in on with if you use that. Let's see. This is the 5 minute chart. So if you would have took the first pullback in this 5 minute, you could have used this next 5 minute chart to get in, next 5 minute candle to get in at the 0.5. So yeah, just something for you to kind of notice and remember. You could have used this to get into there if you would have did the pullback from here. So yeah, that's just a little breakdown of that. All right, so I'm gonna take all this off and let's see what price is done overnight. It's making lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. So it hasn't really broke this. This will be a good area of interest to kind of watch to see if price comes up to and rejects. I'm gonna make this to be extended out. So out. Okay. So hopefully it'll give me some good trades today. It'll go up to my levels. It's already like at the 382 and the 0.5 and 618. So hopefully it will retrace back up to the levels and then fall down if it wants to fall down, or show some rejection on the upside on one of these levels if it wants to continue up. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And we'll see what happens.